Join match, opponent. No. Don't just time out. There you go. It was 2-1. Last seen playing Affinity. Won the die roll. This hand's probably fine. It's got 2 Tron pieces on it. Seagate Oracle. This hand probably gets run over by a powerful Affinity draw. If this is the Izzet Guildgate, it would be much better as a Guildgate this game. Probably not Affinity. I guess I don't know the format well enough to know if Affinity plays this card. They might. They could be playing the Kadaltha Jeskai deck that we streamed with a little while ago. Hey, look at that. Last Tron piece. Oh, you know what? Moto's running kind of slow. I left it open overnight, and I didn't restart it when I started streaming. So I should probably restart Magic Online here after this match. Yep. Okay. So he's playing Kadaltha Jeskai. I was not impressed with this deck. It just didn't really do what I was looking to do. Let's see how it plays from the other side of the table. I think we're gonna evoke Muldrifter next turn since we have this Pulse of Marasa in our hand right now to get things back. We do have to be aware of the fact that their deck has a lot of reach in it. They have 4 Galvanic Blasts, 4 bolts, and a couple of like Fire Bolts and stuff like that too. So that's a lot of reach. Ooh, oh, that was a good draw. Am I just supposed to make him pick these up and then play the Muldrifter next turn? Yeah, I think I am. I think this draw changes what I'm doing. I think we're just boop. It's nice even 1-for-1 trade. Ship with this because it's a free attack. If he blocks, we're not out anything. We can't block on the way back. Good little Echoing Truth. Look at those dragons being washed away. Sad dragons. Right here for the beginning of the stream. Welcome. Magus of the Harpoon. Missionary. Mission is scary. Start his revolution. Polluting the airwaves. I might actually restart before the end of this match. Magic Online's running really slow. I guess that's what it does, right? It just runs poorly. His deck usually does not. The version we were playing does not play Bushwhacker. They only play. I was only playing two copies of Kadaltha Rebirth. Bolt my guy, sure. He is the beatdown, so like he definitely needs to not dirtle here. All right, so we're looking for one of our 6 green sources here, ideally, so we can get Pulse of Marasa going. We do only have 6, but we see a lot of cards with this deck. We've got 4 Prophetic Prisms, a Shimmering Grotto, and a map to get Grotto. And I could see like the one Guildgate that we cut for an island. I could see that being a second Shimmering Grotto being reasonable too. Again, the configuration of the deck that our opponent is playing that has been doing well in Pauper leagues does not play Bushwhacker, just for reference. They're more of a grindy style deck. Alright, well, I was going to just play this out and get Echoing Truth back, but the fact that we drew a Twin Bolt here means I'm just going to ship the turn for now. We can just take 4 more, and this way next turn we can Twin Bolt, Glint Hawk, and then Monomic Wall Twin Bolt back. This is like a 4-color Tron list. It's not just straight two colors. It's got a splash for Diabolic Edict, or Chainer's Edict, and splash for Pulse of Marasa. Okay. So we'll kill a Glint Hawk next turn. Get back our Twin Bolt. Twin Bolt another one the following turn. Let's go ahead and go boop, boop. Twin Bolt this guy. Then we go boop, boop. Cast the wall. Get back Twin Bolt. Wall takes care of his lone missionary. Yes. Play the Guild Gate out. We do need some action at some point. We're a little flooded this game. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells and 16 cards. I don't know how popular the version of Tron that I'm playing is. I asked on Twitter for what version of Tron should I play, and this is what was linked to me. We're actually getting very low. We could be dead this turn. He's putting us to 8, and then we could just get like double Gal Blasted out of the game. So we really need a Prophetic Prism here to get this Pulse of Marasa going. Yep, we're just getting double Gal Blasted out of the game. Yep. Good beats opponent. No, I wanted to... God, fuck you, Magic Online. I hate this program so much. Alright, we're going to bring in Dispels and maybe Negates. Magma Spray seems fine. Mox Monkey seems okay. Breaking his things are okay. He's definitely bringing in counter magic post board. Capsize is medium against what he's doing. Chainer's Edict seems blah. I guess Gorilla Shaman's probably not that good. Remove Soul seems fine. I like all of my creatures. Maybe the negates aren't good enough. Just like bring in just the dispels because we have all the other pieces of counter magic. Good evening, Kuki. Okay, bring in that little Mox Crusher. I think this is a game we win just by like grinding and then rolling thundering him. Yeah, I think I like this. You like Gorilla Shaman? I mean, they have the 8 artifact lands and that's it, and their deck is super low curve. Yeah, I don't like bringing in the Gorilla Shaman. Maybe Dispel. I'm gonna split Dispel and Negate. They have a lot of things. Dispel doesn't hit, but Dispel's good at fighting over their Pyroblast that they're definitely bringing in. I guess they're bringing in a fistful of Pyroblast, so I should bring in 2 Dispel. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna restart Magic Online here really quick. It is running super slow. It's a giant memory leaking pile of crap. So I don't know if the deck that we're playing is actually good. I definitely think the mana needs work. Yeah, seems great. It's got turn 3 Tron. This is just like, you know? Actually, I almost want another map or 2 in the deck, just like, because this fixes your colors too, and it gets Tron, and like getting Tron is good. Because like I feel like we want another way to filter our mana, and like map gets way to filter our mana. So like that's worth noting. Oh fuck me! I apologies for the language. I didn't play the map on one because I was talking. That was sloppy. Alright, well, now we're playing Prophetic Prism on 2. I mean, this was a god draw if I didn't fail to play map on 1. No, Gorilla Shaman is destroy target artifact with converted mana cost X or less. So it's one mana to destroy 1 artifact land. It's not as good as what you're saying. So this hand went from very good to me making a mistake, so apologies. Hopefully we can just like power through it. His deck's very slow to get out of the gate, and we've got a lot of red removal here. Trying to keep him in check. I made one change to the deck that actually makes this matchup worse. Although I guess they don't have a ton of Kadalthas, so that's fair. Return a thing, sure. Red, bolt this idiot. Look at that. Never forget, Magic is a skill game where the better player always wins. Lights just flashed in my basement. There's a lot of wind outside. We have a wind advisory here in Central Illinois, so hopefully we're going to keep power. This is probably getting Shimmering Grotto or Swiftwater Cliffs at this point. Probably getting Shimmering Grotto. We've got infinite mana. I guess we don't need the mana right away. I guess Shimmering Grotto lets us hold up, start letting us hold up Counterspell.
Via Instagram. That's what he's Instagramming. But you have to read the captions and then look at the next one. Aw, toddler uncle.
Look, I just play what I'm given, and I was given matching Urza lands. You should turn your sound on, Magus, or listen to the things I say. I want Swiftwater Cliffs. Yeah, I'm just gonna get Cliffs. Intradismal Backwater, sure. Red, boop. Getcha. Kill all your guys. Attack you for 2. Yeah, the most valuable land, like the normal Tron lists that are less controlling lists that play more big fatty idiots like Fangrid Marauders and like main deck Ulamog Crushers. They play it's tap it with 3 and sacrifice to return a random creature from your discard pile to your hand. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm really glad we grabbed Swiftwater Cliffs now. He might even be destroying his own. Oh no, wait, that one doesn't draw a card on ties. That's fine. Look at that skill game. Am I supposed to hold up counter magic here? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to hold up counter magic here. Take a hit for 2. Play Dismal Backwater here. They really need to hold up counter magic? I don't think I care about a lot of what he does. Let's just start with research. land. Been one of these extra backwaters. Oh, and I can play island and hold up counterspell. All right, now we'll just take a hit for 2 here and hold up counterspell. We will be playing Kiki Chord when they give us modern back. So it's April 2nd. I believe the ban list update goes into effect on Magic Online April 14th. It's either the 14th or the 21st. So on one of those 2 days, we will get to start playing formats that I really like again. This format's been fun, but yeah, man, you got a Glenhawk. That's fine. I think I'm gonna counter his Prism on the way back down. Cause like Prism lets him keep cantripping all of his idiots. So yeah, I'm gonna counter this actually. Oh, Magic Online. And this way, if he plays more Glinthawks or Core Skyfishers, he doesn't get to draw cards with them. We're just gonna Flame Slash his idiots next turn. I might Twin Bolt this one. Oh, that's a good draw. So we can get back Compulsive Research with this. Okay, we'll Flame Slash this. Actually, I don't need to kill this one anymore, right? Because I have a Monomic Wall. Flame Wall. Proxy, the best advice is always proxy decks and then build the one you like. Alright, well now we're Flame Slashing this one. I guess I should have played the wall first. Yeah. Oh, we're running out of gas a little bit. Depends on how much more gas he has. It's funny, our decks actually play almost the same number of lands. We're just really flooded in this game again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've seen 9 lands in. I guess that's not too flooded. It's almost half. We only play 24 lands in this deck. I mean, if you like all of them, then the answer is to have a bigger wallet. I really wish we would have had this wall the turn, and like maybe I was silly to fight over his one Prophetic Prism earlier. It was like a clean 1-for-1, but condescend right on time. And there was also merit to twin bolting his Glinthawk earlier when I Flame Slashed it, so he had a Flame Slash left over for like a Core Skyfisher like he has now. This isn't a super fast clock, but again, remember he has a lot of reach in his deck. Get Pyroblasted, say 4 of them. Rolling Thunder, well, that's a win condition. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 mana. Well, I guess we'll bottom that, top this. We could really use a Muldrifter or a Pulse of Marasa. Opponent taking their good sweet time. It's another creature. Alright, well, so I think what we're going to do next turn is we're just going to clear the board and fireball him for a bunch. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Red, take that one. So this is for X is 14. So we'll do 3, 3, and 8. Right. That's 14. Yeah. And then now if we find a Mnemonic Wall or a Pulse of Morosity to return the one that's already dead, we can just kill him with this Rolling Thunder. Drifter, sure. I'd like one of those. We play Mull Drifters. We only had 1 in 24 cards. Not a land. Spell. 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 Yay, Mull Drifter. And you get a Mull Drifter, and you get a Mull Drifter. Everybody gets a Mull Drifter. Into a Magma Spray. Play a land. I think I'm just going to spray this idiot. Yeah, we can beat him down in the air. Divination on a 2/2. What's not to love? What's not to love? Yeah, Pauper's got a lot going on. And again, I probably never would have liked the upside to Modern being sucky right now is that, you know, I'm playing this format, and like I probably never would have taken the time to really explore it if we had Modern to play. Declan is so funny. Journey to Nowhere, sure. Oh, you know what? I probably should have left the Capsize in for this, because like capsizing a journey to get my Mull Drifter back, that just sounds super hot. So yeah, I think if we get to a game 3 here, we're gonna bring Capsize back in. Soul's not bad. All his creatures draw cards, so this is pretty reasonable. Mull Drifter, is it Chronarch? Alright. That's cute. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. Half our lands and half our deck, that's fair. That's a good one. It's a clock that draws a card. Which spell? Dispel right here. Yeah, I mean, like, the reason why I boarded out the Capsize is because it's a little bit clunky when we know our opponent is boarding in a pile of... We know our opponent's boarding in a pile of Pyroblasts. Like, trading your 6 mana spell for their Pyroblast is not great. But it didn't occur to me that the journeys and like we can fight over those, so good, sweet. Opponent's finally flooding a little bit too. We both have a lot of lands, we've both seen a lot of cards out of our deck, so ooh, I should have been holding lands for compulsive research. That was a mistake. Yeah, wow, that was a huge mistake. We're discarding Twin Bolt and Prophetic Prism now, but yeah, that was big. Okay. So, well, we're gonna... Can't believe I did that. Wow. Again, just still, it's my second league with the deck, so still making some small mistakes. Howdy, Ankle Shanker. Play the wall. Get back Rolling Thunder. So we're going to kill him next turn with Rolling Thunder. Counterspell, Dispel back up. Should be super dead. Yeah, he doesn't even have anything in his hand. I think I want the Capsize even with him having things. Maybe Condescend's not great, and I want more negates. Remove Soul seemed fine. Echoing Truth is good at bouncing all of those little idiots. Yeah, I'm really just coming to the same conclusion I just did a second ago when we boarded, that I like all of the cards that are in our deck right now. Maybe all of the dispels aren't great. I don't know about Pauper for the whole day. There's a Hex event later this afternoon I kind of want to play in, so I'll probably stream some of that.
It's not till 6 o'clock. You're gonna stream all day.
You can check out my articles on mtgcardmarket.com for my thoughts on Standard. I talked about some specific configurations, including a black-white deck, and I talked about specific configurations, including a black-white deck, as well as a selection of cards that I think are more than reasonable in the new format. Just Tron on 3. Why not? Thanks, Worth. I appreciate it. Got my back. Hello, Jacob Jeffrey. Would you like to come inside? I will let you breach the gates. Infamous Neo, thank you for the host. Good thing opponent kept 7. He's gonna need it. It's turn 3 Muldrifter. I don't know. Like, it feels like the format. It feels like the format has pretty defined these decks are good and these decks aren't for my playing it. Like, the Tron style decks, like what I'm playing right now, are super punishing, just like they are in Modern to anything kind of mid-rangey. I mean, to be fair, I could like accidentally click on this power plant next turn. It's definitely possible. And he could reb my Muldrifter. Like that would be less thinker. Hopefully he plays an idiot here. Ah, yeah, sweet. Not getting my Muldrifter rebbed. That sounds wonderful. Play this. Play this. This deck does not have turn 3 Trod as often as these last 2 games have made it out to be. Yeah, man, pull my Muldrifter. That's fine. Relic of Progenitus. Sure. Crap, this card might actually be really annoying. Ooh, that's pretty good. Use both his Godolphas. So what am I supposed to do here? If I crack map, I can get Shimmering Grotto. And then I can Rolling Thunder how many of these things? I can only kill 3 of them with Rolling Thunder. And then, like, I'm out my Rolling Thunder. I think we're supposed to Compulsive Research here to start. And then play Swiftwater Cliffs and take a hit. Yeah, I think we're supposed to take a hit here. Oh, look at that. We'll discard a land. Just get rid of Dismal Backwater, I think. Crack this map. We're gonna have to discard to do this, but it means we don't take 6. Get Basic Island. Play Basic Island. Echoing Truth, you idiots. Get them out of here. What am I discarding here is the question. Probably another land. He can't usually really interact with our lands. I just want all of my removal to kill us things. I just want to keep his pressure off. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in the Crusher. I guess we have capsizing him out of the game since we can't, or we just have to hold this Rolling Thunder until we can actually kill him with it. Or maybe he gets greedy and like exiles us at a certain point, or we like get him to exile it with the first Monomic Wall. Ugh. So the problem here, Pauper Storm got banned out of the format. Hold on one second. My children are killing each other. Children, can we not kill each other in the playhouse? Is that better? There we go. I want the Mole Drifter, but the problem is there's only one capsize in the deck, so I think we have to take that. Otherwise, the capsize goes to the bottom, and this one map is our only shuffle effect. Yeah, that's come up a number of times too. So that's like another vote towards wanting a second map in the deck. Like I could see cutting the 23rd land and playing another map, or like cutting a spell and playing a map. Storm got banned out of Pauper essentially, right? Like that deck didn't just get phased out of the format like Wizards banned it, I believe. Time to start the slow beatdown here. Although I guess I could play this Monomic Wall and then fight over it with Counterspell if I want. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. This might get him to blow the Relic, which would be nice. Yeah, that's fine. And we can just capsize our wall back at a certain point here. I'm gonna choose. Actually, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I'm gonna choose to hold Counterspell up here, but I actually would rather just start attacking because I want to use this Counterspell to fight over my capsize because that's definitely going to be a fight. Like the only thing I think I'd want to Counterspell is like another Relic of Progenitus, and yeah. So I think I want to save this to fight over our capsize here. And, like, we're killing all of his threats here, but it's important to remember that his threats are cantripping. Thankfully, his deck is not that threat dense. His deck's, like, as threat light as ours is. And he just used that one to... Okay, deal. And then this one's going to cantrip. Do I want a Rolling Thunder to clean these up? I might just want a Rolling Thunder here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Especially since we drew Condescend. So we can... So we go boop, convert this, and then we go 2, 3. Okay. Again, just want to like keep his threats off the table. I think we can win this game by either capsizing him out of it or beating down with Seagate Oracles and Muldrifters. I think both of those are reasonable plans. Because like if we capsize him out of the game, we can then guaranteed beat him down with Muldrifters and stuff like that. He's got how much mana up here? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So counter unless you pay 6. Right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And again, I want to counter this because it's effectively going to draw a card when he returns Ichor Wellspring to his hand. Micklam with the 3-month resub. Thank you for the continued support. I appreciate it. Gets us to 20 out of 150 towards our next 12-hour stream. Mnemonic Wall, Counterspell. Yeah, I just want both of these, right? Top. Careful, Jacob Jeffrey. There's Muldrifter to follow it up. I guess that's a little punishing. But we can capsize him a couple times here. They get to resolve my wall next turn, plus capsize his boiler works. It's not bad. I think we need to put more air in that.
Yeah, probably. Just pop it.
Don't push your car into Dad's monitor. Don't do it. Hey. Toddler rage. All right, you can put your car there, but don't push it into the monitor. Don't do it, toddler. Don't do it. We do need more blue mana at some point. That is correct. That's something that'll happen eventually. So we're gonna go ahead and wall back the Rolling Thunder, I think, just so we've guaranteed a way to clean up the board. I guess maybe I didn't actually want that counterspell that's on top of the deck right now. Just gonna put him behind here. And with 4 blue, it's kind of a hard lock. We're going to need to be able to fight over it. We definitely get to a point where we just capsize all of his lands back eventually. Yeah, man, you got it. And his deck is very mana intensive, like between Muldrifters and like Ichor Wellsprings, and like these say 1 mana and 2 mana on them, but they effectively cost 2 more than that when he's cantripping them with Ichor Wellsprings. Yeah, you think so? Opponent has Pyroblast out of the sideboard. We never know. We don't know exactly how many he has, but their counter spells are red. They play Pyroblast, which is 1 mana counter target blue spell or destroy target blue permanent. Jacob, you need to calm down, bud. So we're gonna Rolling Thunder these guys here. He shouldn't have, unless sometimes they have Hydroblast in the board, but I doubt he has a way to interact with this Rolling Thunder. And I guess I'm not really holding anything else up, right? Like, I'm kind of representing Condescend, but... Alright, so I guess we'll just, like, tap out for this. Go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and X is 12, so we'll do 7 to him. Did we lose our Echoing Truth? We did lose our Echoing Truth, so... Things that are worth noting. The Seagate Oracle, you know, it's 12-turn clock. Slow and steady. And again, just like trying to keep all of his threats clear off the table, because his deck is not that threat dense. Next turn, we can flame slash one of his guys, and then have counterspell up still. Would you like to sit on Dad's lap? Would that make you happy? We just need to put a bus right in the middle of Dad's keyboard. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Journey. You journey my Seagate Oracle. You do it. I've never... Everyone keeps asking me about slivers, and I've played almost, like 50 or 60 matches of Pauper now and never played against it. So it must not be very popular or very good. That would be my conclusion about having played so much and never having seen it.
How's that?
Seems much better. I would like to counterspell your Muldrifter. I guess I should just Mana Leak it, because he only has 2 up here, right? Yeah. So Mana Leak gets dead, counterspell does not. The upside to saving Mana Leak is that yeah, I figured we were gonna have to fight over this, so counterspell. I'm just gonna counterspell his Muldrifter. That worked. Okay. It didn't really matter which one we played first, so we had to play the second one out as well. That is my toddler's head. He's got a giant curly head of hair. We'll have a bus stream, Jacob. You can show everyone how cool your bus is. Your school bus is the best, Jake. I didn't even realize this thing still made noise. Mana Leak was a great draw here because he only has 1 red up, which means we get to go ahead and capsize his Journey to Nowhere here. And we can Mana Leak a possible Pyroblast. And he's going to get to replay the Journey to Nowhere, but the creature that's coming into play here draws a card when it comes into play, so that's super valuable. Magma Spray, Pulse. I think I want the Pulse of Marasa for now. Because we could even Flame Slash our Monomic Wall at some point here, and then pulse it back to our hand and buy back Rolling Thunder or something like that. Yep, that's fine. Oh, are we getting down? Can Dad get his headset cord out from around you, please? Hold on. Okay, hold on. You are tangled in Dad's cord. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, another one, sure. Can I Mana Leak this one? Yep, looks like it. You would have voted to bounce this land. I mean, the thing is, eventually we're going to get to a point where, like, bouncing his land really doesn't do anything to us. Really doesn't do anything for us. Drawing a card is huge. We can't... Shadows over Innistrad doesn't exist on Magic Online. So that is not something we're able to do. If you would like to ask Worth to give us Shadows over Innistrad in a reasonable time frame, we'll play all the standard and modern you want. It actually doesn't matter. Countering the Muldrifter might induce him to make a mistake if he thinks I'm countering the Dispel. Is the possible upside there? The slow burn here. The slow Seagate Oracle burn. And some of these lists don't play. Like when I was playing this Kadaltha list, there were a full 4 Pyroblasts in the sideboard. There might not be 2 Pyroblasts in his sideboard. Or 4, I mean. Yeah, I'm not sure. Someone check whatever the look for whatever the Shadows over Innistrad release date is on Magic Online. That's when it becomes playable. I'm not sure when that is offhand. The Capsize deck is ahead on time because I play very quickly. That's why the Capsize deck is ahead on time. I have timed out on Magic Online. I think 2 times lifetime, and I play a lot of Magic Online. And the times when I timed out, one of them was an internet connection issue, and the other one was I had successfully combo killed my opponent with Kiki combo in Modern, but my opponent was playing Soul Sisters and was at 300 life, and I didn't have enough time to execute the combo on Magic Online while my opponent was at 300 life. So, yeah, I play reasonably quickly. I don't want to be put into a position to burn this Capsize into a possible Pyroblast because both of our walls are in play here, we could get into trouble with that. I don't want to play the Capsize until we have at least one counterspell to protect it. We're ahead on cards in the number of library, we're ahead on clock. There's no reason to run this into a possible counterspell. Like actual 0. Core Sanctifiers. Sure. I guess that's annoying because it kills this Prophetic Prism. He might kill one of his Ichor Wellsprings. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's fine. Your guy can draw a card. I'd much rather keep this. He just thinks we have all of our colors, but he must not know we have a Pulse. He doesn't know we have Pulse Marasa. I guess he hasn't seen that card yet. This card's irrelevant though, right? It just doesn't do anything. Bajuka Bog's very good. But again, this doesn't represent power and toughness because we have 2 0/4s here, so he has to take both of these out of the way before he can do anything. I'm just gonna keep chipping the turn back. Did I use it last game? That's fair. And we just want more blue sources here. See Pikachu on screen there. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. Got about 300 people hanging out here this afternoon on Saturday. Appreciate you choosing to spend party day here. Hope everyone's having a good pre-release weekend if you're into that sort of thing. Opponent's down to 15 cards in his deck. Opponent probably doesn't have enough ways in the deck to actually win the game at this point. He's Galvanic Blasting a wall. Sure. He's Galvanic Blasting another wall. Okay, well, in response to this one, we are going to Capsize with Buyback. And he's blasting again. That's fine. Now, the Capsize is going to get countered here, but we have Pulse of Marasa to rebuy the Monomic Wall, which can then... we're going to bolt this guy. So make green mana, pulse, a wall, go boop boop, another pulse is a good draw, play Monomic Wall. Alright, there's the Pyroblast, so he did have it. We drew another Pulse Marasa though. Opponent concedes because she knows he's out of win conditions. Welcome to Pauper. Enjoy your stay. This deck grinds. This format is pretty grindy, and this deck grinds really well. And like the deck that we're playing is the reason why I didn't like the deck that our opponent was playing that round. Alright, so first hand was easy mulligan. This hand was a speculative keep, but Swiftwater Cliffs on top like a professional. Get to have a great 7. Thrall, Surgeon. Look at Turbo's hand, chooses to play this card. That's interesting. Okay. We're gonna kill that. Scale of 1 to dead. Definitely closer to the dead side of the scale. Let's make sure we play a land. Sure. This can take away lands? God, I hate old Magic cards. So he's discarding Urza's Mine? That I read it at first. I was like, oh, that's medium, and then I was like, oh wait. I read it a second. I was like, that can take my land away. Well, that's fair and balanced. Oh, we're gonna bin this counterspell that we can't cast anytime soon. Probably not killing this anytime. Oh, look, we would have had Tron. We're just the unluckiest. Not killing this because he's already shown us Unearth, so he probably has a few other reanimate effects in his deck, I would assume. Probably going to want Wall for the card advantage this game. Next turn, we're evoking Muldrifter. Try and catch back up on cards here. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, well, ship for 1. A lot of old Magic cards are really dumb. Like, there's a reason why we don't print cards like Choke and Blood Moon anymore, and we don't template things like this effect that can take away lands. Like, that's just not how Magic cards work anymore, and there's a reason for that. They're bad game design. Yep, that's fine. I think I'm going to bolt this now. I think we have enough cards that if he reanimates it, we'll be fine. I'm going to evoke this Muldrifter. Gas back up a little bit here. Okay. Well, wish we would have kept the counterspell now. You know, can't see into the future. I guess we can Mnemonic Wall back the counterspell next turn. Grizzly Salvage? Pulse of Marasa. Yeah, sure. This card's very good. This card was impressive in Standard at the end of last season. We were testing it in Jund, and it's very powerful. Alright, these two just bounce off each other nicely, which is good. Tron online. Forget, Magic's a skill game. Grab our counterspell. Actually, am I supposed to grab Muldrifter here? I think I'm supposed to grab Muldrifter. Oh, this I'm an idiot. This can only get... I was thinking I had Pulse of Marasa in my head. Okay, yeah, obviously get counterspell. And we're going to hold counterspell up this turn, I think. He has some kind of main deck Grasp My Wall. Sure. Maybe he's got Bajuka Bog to exile things from my graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to hold counterspell as opposed to playing out the Oracle here. Oh, yep, that's a must counter. Steals X damage. Okay, yep, seen that card before. So how much mana do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 9, 10. This is only 11. So yeah, so we'll play Seagate Oracle out here. Take another mine. I'm going to play this. I think we're just capsizing his Golgari Rot farm here. I guess if he activates this... Oh, he can just sit here pinging us with this? Alright, I guess I'll Flame Slash this idiot. Because that can just fireball us, essentially. It doesn't seem very good for us. We're going to start capsizing his lands here. Another rats, sure. We need to start capsizing 2 lands a turn here. Crypt Rat ping kills itself, correct. It's basically a one-time clear. To be fair, capsizing all their lands is equally as dumb as him getting to discard lands from our hand, so I guess turnaround's fair game. Old magic card stupid and all that. And use this to clear the board. Yep. I'm just gonna do 3 to everything. I already played a land, so yep, best turn. So he can just bounce 2 lands a turn. He can only play 1 land a turn, so he gets to gain life with his jungle house, but that's about all he's got going on now. So if you've never been capsized out of a game before, let me tell you, it's a good time. I don't need that much mana. Capsize that one. He has an instant. Pulse of Marasa targeting Thrall Surgeon. Oh, that's unfortunate. He gets to take our capsize away. That's fair. Okay. That was a good turn. He needed Pulse of Marasa that turn because all of his green sources were coming into play tapped. So he's got 7 cards in his hand, but most of them are lands. Pauper's okay. I think the format's more defined than a lot of people think it is, or that the thing about formats like Pauper, it's a lot like Legacy in that it doesn't get really played enough, so I don't think it's as defined as it would be if we had like Pauper Grand Prix and Pauper Opens where like people were winning money playing this format. Like the decks would become a lot more narrow, a lot faster. So we do need a spell at some point here. That's a big fish. Well. And we're going to play this land out because our opponent has cards that discard lands, so, you know, not going to get bit by that. So we got 7. So we're a little above average on how many lands we've drawn this game, but not by much. We've seen a lot of cards. We're through 26 cards in our deck, so. Dead in 3. Probably realistically dead in 2, because he's probably going to have another threat. Well, we tried. This matchup's probably good for us on average, I have to imagine. Losing game 1 kind of feels bad, though. Muldrifter. Anomic Wall. Yeah, alright. Two more good cards. 2 more good cards. Alright. Daddy gets to redraw. Pulse of Marasa. Pulse of Marasa. Who doesn't love redraws? Oh, jeez. And it looks like we got really lucky here, but like I would like to remind everyone that we drew a lot of lands this game, so we were bound to hit a pocket of spells at some point here. Just for the record. So would just like to say that. Feel the value. Feel the value. I think we're supposed to get back Pulse of Marasa and then pulse this other Muldrifter. We wanted it more. Yeah, look, we called out to Worth, and Worth delivered, okay? That's all I'm saying. We whispered into Worth's ear, and he gave it to us. He gave us everything we wanted, and so much more. He's killing both of our guys here, so, like, we could still very well lose this game, but we had a good sequence at least, right? Like, both teams tried. We bought ourselves some turns here. Unfortunately, we did not have enough mana to echoing our Muldrifters there. All right. That's another good one. Another Pulse of Barasa. Can we do it again, folks? Can we do it again? Pulse the wall. Play the wall. Get the pulse. Pulse. My opponent just said, "Chat, pulse is so good." You're not wrong, opponent. Pulse is definitely very good. He only has 1 mana up here. Am I supposed to Echoing Truth the Mnemonic Wall here? I think I am, right? I'm supposed to like Echoing Truth the wall and then wall back another pulse, I think. I could also Echoing Truth the Muldrifter and just draw 2. Then like this pulse also represents a draw 2 and it's 6 more life. I'm kind of choked on green mana though. What am I supposed to do here? I have to make a decision because we're gonna time out. So we're down on clock right now, so I'm going to be talking. I'm going to be playing a little bit fast. We are waiting on a fireball here. We could have Echoing the Prism. Maybe. I feel like there's more value in just getting back more pulses. We didn't have that much more mana to work with. So how much mana do we have right now? We have 6, 12, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we need to hit him with the Muldrifter twice, and then we can fireball him. We've got 1 Rolling Thunder in our deck. We're going to get back Capsize eventually. Eventually, Capsize will be got. Yeah, man. Oh, no, he drew some cards. How are we going to keep up?
What are you doing?
Opponent said BRB. That's good for our clock. No blocks. Maybe I'm supposed to block with the Mnemonic Wall there? I don't know. That's close. Discard Tower. I wanted that mana, so that's unfortunate, but don't have another one. Don't have another one. Don't have another one. Okay, Chittering Rats is fine because we get to draw that next turn. Why do you make me click on it? Why? Get back Muldrifter. Muldrifter. Seagate Oracle. Do I want Compulsive Research? Yeah, probably. Compulsive Research. Target myself. Land. Discard that one. Pass the turn. Attack for 2. Yeah, attack for... attack before blocks. Twin Bolt your flying guy. Alright. Yep, don't care about that. There is a fireball in our deck. And we've got 2 Mole Drifters in the air beaten down here, so... Just go block, block. I could throw this under a bus. Nah, I think we're fine. We're winning this race with our pulses, so... So, go Prophetic Prism. I think it's actually just faster to dig to our fireball here. Where, oh, where has my fireball gone? Where, oh, where can it be? Play wall. I'm gonna get back Flame Slash at this point and kill this 4/4, so we're just guaranteed winning in the air. And we have more than enough counter spells. We don't even need the fireball at this point. We can just kill them with Mole Drifters. This deck is gas. And the problem is, like, so optimally, if time isn't a factor, I should get Capsize back here. But capsizing with how the mana works on Magic Online is going to take too long to execute. So I will time out if I capsize my opponent out of the game. If this was a paper match and we had a shared clock, I'd capsize them out of the game. I also wouldn't have to deal with Magic Online's miserable mana tapping. So I chose not to capsize my opponent there because of clock issues, basically. He's at 17 and we're at 15, so I'm going to work really hard to... He's got 4, 5, 6, 7. Scry for our fireball here. Top, kill you with Rolling Thunder next turn. Boom goes the dynamite. Uh, 6, 12, 18, red, click on you, click it up to 18, hit OK and you die. Hit OK again, because Magic Online. Kapow! Alright, so we're down a little over 2 minutes on the clock, so when we get back into the game, I'm going to have to play quickly here. Diabolic Edict doesn't seem unreasonable. Ulamog's Crusher I don't think I want Ulamog's Crusher in this matchup normally, but I think because we're down on clock, I want Ulamog's Crusher. Remember when we were at 1 life? I think we were at 3 life, actually. I think we're at 3 life that game. I could be wrong, though. Lucky for you, he didn't have another Pulse in hand. I had Counterspell up, so I didn't need to overkill. I had Counterspell. So I think I want those 2 cards. Arc Lightning seems unimpressive. I guess he's got 1 toughness, idiots. He's got Liliana Specters. Liliana Specters only have 1 toughness. We have 15 minutes on the clock after playing 1 game of Magic, which means if we have to play 2 more games of Magic, we are not going to be able to finish. That's why I'm worried about the clock. And if you don't start being conscious of the clock at 15 minutes, that's how you time out. Clock management is part of playing Paper Magic and Magic Online. They're slightly different because you're drawing in Paper Magic most of the time, but it's still something you have to be conscious and aware of. I think it's Arc Lightning. It might be some of these counter spells. Can you help him? We need 2 cuts here. I think Arc Lightning's one of them.
Oh, I'm not gonna help him ride a toy that isn't a riding toy.
Remove Soul seems really good. Maybe I want 1 less counterspell. I could see 1 less counterspell being 1 less piece of counter magic, like cut a mana leak, leave the counterspells in. Crusher sucks. I think I think we need Crusher just for the win condition. Like, Crusher can steal a game that we'd otherwise be losing. Do we want to just lean on Rolling Thunder? I guess we can just lean on Rolling Thunder and, like, just trim Arc Lightning for a Diabolic Edict. Alright, fine. I'll just play Fest. Easy mulligan. Keep the Scry. Bottom a non-land. I guess I have perfect. I'm gonna bottom a non-land. Get closer to Tron. F6. All the F6s. That's pretty good. See, and this is why I want a Crusher in my deck, because they have stupid things like this to randomly interact with my graveyard. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to chat anymore. I'm glad we drew this, because it makes taking Prophetic Prism hurt less. If he had arrested us on one and we didn't have this, we'd have felt real bad. I know he has Edicts, but like we need a win. We have other idiots to buffer. We have Monomic Wall to buffer, and we have all sorts of buffers. I understand the cards our opponent's deck plays. I just feel like Crusher can help us win a game that we wouldn't be able to win because of the clock. Liana Spectre, sure. So we're gonna discard Flame Slash, I think, here. Yeah. I'm sure you can tell me exactly what he has in the sideboard. That's great. It looks like we're gonna get beat down really fast this game, so that's useful. It means we have more time to play the last one.
Jake, it's not a bicycle.
I mean, I've often posted deck lists and then changed them within 2 hours, so. Muldrifter? 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 Rolling Thunder. Alright, well, we'll just kill that. Okay. Alright, well, we have Tron. Getting Chittering Rats feels real bad. See why this card's a format staple. Yep. He says as he gets Chittering Rats for the 3rd time that game. My oldest likes to try and ride things that have wheels, and he's got like this like large block truck that you're meant to store blocks, and he's trying to sit on top of it and ride it like it's one of his tricycles. Liana Spectre seems much worse than just getting back at Chittering Rats there, unless he couldn't cast the rats. Alright, so we're not worried about clock anymore, because we got ranched very quickly this game. Opponent had a really solid aggressive draw. Target opponent draws 2 cards, yep. Alright, we'll bring the Arc Lightning back in. That can't be right. I guess he only has some fatties. Yeah, we'll just like not sideboard. Is it actually just hit submit? It might just be a hit submit type matchup. He's playing both. He's playing Pulse and Unearth. That seems very reasonable. I haven't seen Agrix's Kadaltha list, so I can't have an opinion on it if I don't know what it looks like. So he drew Jungle Hollow on 2. I guess I'm supposed to play the mine there because we could draw Tower, or we could draw Power Plant and have Tron online. It's also possible I'm supposed to counterspell this just because we might not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna counterspell this next thing. Oh, I kind of want to hit a land. So maybe I condescend. Resolves. Nah, we left Crusher on the board. That's fine. You're probably right. You're probably right that he has edicts and it doesn't matter. We've been up for about an hour. I would like to scry, please. I don't want him messing with our graveyard. Bottom, top. That was excellent. Tron! Alright, now we're just waiting on some value cards here. Oh no! We have to sacrifice our divination. I hate sacrificing my divination, it's just the worst.
I know.
He knows we have this mana leak, so he's one land away from playing Chittering Rats and things like that through the mana leak. Sign of Blood, sure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little flooded, not too bad. Opponent doesn't have any action going on, so that's nice. Getting more flooded. I'm glad we bottomed that island. I almost kept that island too, just because we needed more blue mana. But I was like, we'll probably draw lands. We draw more spells, and then this happened. So, yep. Maybe I should hold a land for its random discard effects like this. That's possible. We're gonna take a few hits from this, I think. Yeah, the next non-Tron piece, we're probably just... What do you got, bud? Sign of Blood, sure. He's just going to play around this mana leak for the rest of the game. Maybe I'm supposed to bin the mana leak there. Alright, well, the fact that we do that means I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Since we drew a removal spell for his next idiot. Keep our life total high. Hold lands for compulsive, too. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I keep messing that up. Probably takes the Bolt or the Edict. I guess if he goes like take the Edict, play Big Fish here. That's bad for us. Takes the mana leak. Okay. He just wants to tap out this turn. Sure. And then I'm just going to Edict him here. Because I don't want him to discard it or do something else. So, if he has a fish to follow up, we're kind of in trouble, but... He's just drawn more divinations than us. He's cast all 4 Sign in Bloods in his first 24 cards. That's pretty good. Alright. Cards that draw cards, that's what we're looking for. Alright, yep. Get the train rolling. Oh, I tapped way too much there. Yep. And again, we got punished for not having held a land. I think we're bidding these two and keeping Remove Soul and Pulse. he gets the Thrill Surgeon, probably the Pulse away. I guess, I don't know. The Remove Soul is pretty good too. Stopping his threats is important. Yep. Start by Surging us. He might take the Remove Soul if he has a Pulse of Marasa to replay the Surgeon. And just gets both of our cards. No blocks for winning this race. What the? Seriously? This makes us discard 2, right? Oh, that's savage. Ugh. Well, if I'd have known. Again, just getting destroyed because I don't know the cards that are in this format. It's happened more than once. We definitely would have double blocked there if I knew that was a thing that could happen to us. Just throw up all over the place here for a minute. We've been got. We know you only get got by that once, I feel like. And that's why we used our Flame Slash aggressively, because screw Chittering Rats. Yeah, just play the Shinobi Gang out. Need a Prophetic Prism real bad. We're taking 3 a cycle from this. We're going to trade this with a gang. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't trade this last turn. Maybe he could have drawn a removal spell, I guess. Muldrifter, Pulse of Marasa, Mnemonic Wall, something. Prophetic Prisms, we can flashback a Chainer's Edict. Twin Bolt. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Alright. Just don't big fish me. Muldrifter, something, Muldrifter. Rolling Thunder. Action. Pulse of Marasa. Alright. Alright. Let's get this train rolling. So we're going to get back. Do we have a Mnemonic Wall in here? Oh, we've just got Muldrifter's Rats. We're so unlucky. We just get to gain 6 life and get a Divination. There's the Prophetic Prism we asked for. Kill this guy. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah, feel the value. Let the value floweth through. Bolt this guy. And then you drop Pulse of Marasa and the game ends. This Chainer's Edict is just going to eat this rat at some point anyway, so I'm just going to flash it back now and start beating him down with the Seagate Oracle. I don't know what Invoker does. You're going to have to enlighten me. He's going to destroy one of our prisms. Sure. Need some more gas. That's not gas. We're getting beat for 4 a turn now. I'm probably just chumping this. Yeah, I'm just going to chump it. Well, we still have the option. He definitely has removal in his deck, so we're just going to use this as a gain 4 now. Looking for Muldrifters and walls. Don't like big fish me. Don't do it. Throw Surgeon, sure. Oh, there's a wall. Play this wall. Get back our Pulse of Marasa. Yes. Oh, yes, I would. And then my Pulse of Marasa is going to rebuy my Divination. Where's... Come to Daddy, Divination. And then we'll draw 2 cards here. Let the value flow through you, my children. Let the value flow through you. He's going to get to take away one of these, so we'll play the mine and pass the turn. Unearth the Leon Spectre, sure. Again, just looking for... And again, situations like this are where the Ulamog Crusher would just be insane. So, like, having 2 big threats in our deck would be very good. Rolling Thunder is going to kill him when we draw it, but, like... Flashing back Chainer's Edict? Yeah. I guess I'll bend the wall. How much life is he at? 17. We have 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can kill... I should just kill all of his guys? Yep. So this is... X is 15. So that's 6, so we do 9 to him. Boom goes the dynamite. And then the wall can rebuy the fireball next turn, or we can just beat him down with Maul Drifter, so we got him squeezed from 2 angles. Kapow! Kapow! GG's opponent. Alright. Tron! Doing Tron-y things. Ramping all the manas. Sweet. You ready for a bottle and a nap, bud? A little over 400 people hanging out here this afternoon. I'd just like to say welcome and thank you for choosing to spend part of your Saturday afternoon here. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I do believe Paul Soparas is the pimp. This card, that first game, man, that first game was sweet. The old down to 3 life, summon Pulse of Marasa off the top of the library. Make sure. Yep, commercial's done. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna mulligan a 1-land 7 into a pretty reasonable 6, and there's another Prophetic Prism on top of our deck. Get our cantrip on. Pulse is very powerful. Like the life gain alone, like, is what won us those last 2 games. Like, or that last set. Could be the mirror. Could be the Kadaltha deck, could be Affinity. Okay, looking like the Kadaltha deck again. I guess I could hold up Condescend here. I think I'd rather just get the Prism going. So we beat this deck earlier in the league as well. This is a deck that I streamed with. So if you think our opponent's deck is sweet, you can check out some archives of that on my YouTube channel, link below the stream. We went, I think we went like 5-5 with it across 2 leagues. So like, pretty mediocre results. We probably will play Delver at some point. That is definitely on the list of tiered decks and something that's more aggressive. Playing something more aggressive seems like it would be nice to do at some point in this format. And so the way this matchup plays out is our opponent draws a lot of cards, but their actual threat density is very low in their deck. So our plan is basically just like run our opponent out of threats. So that's the only things we're going to fight over are their threats, essentially. Tolarian Community College with the host. Thank you, Professor. I appreciate it. How long are we going to play for today? A few hours till my wife gets annoyed. We don't really have any plans for today, so just kind of home for the weekend. I honestly don't, Loco. I don't ever play limited myself, so I don't spend any time really reading up and figuring out what to do in those. The best advice I can give you for pre-release, though, is open a better pool. Opening busted pools makes limited much easier. Yep. I think Jake is ready for a bottle and a nap. Really? He might just be hungry then. He's struggle bucketing. Big Red, maybe. We had a 2-3 run with Big Red last night. We 4-1 with this. And we're actually Are we 2-0 in this league? Yeah, so I'm going to Mana Leak this guy because, again, like I said, we just want to stop all of their threats. And this card, looks innocuous, but because he has Prophetic Prism here, this is basically a 3-mana card that also draws a card when he plays it. So Edict's not great with him still having an idiot in play. Big Red is probably not viable in Modern. The reason why Big Red is good in Legacy is because it does busted things with fast mana. They don't have the threat density to pressure the Tron deck sufficiently. Tron is really good at punishing these slower, slightly dirtily mid-range aggro decks. You have to be a dedicated aggro deck basically to beat up on this style of Tron deck. And even the Fangren Tron probably craps all over regular aggro because they just have Fangren Marauder and gain infinite amounts of life. Galvanic Blast, my guy. I'm going to Condescend here just because I'd kind of like to scry. And, this guy is effectively a removal spell for this one. So he's only got 2 mana up, so he can counter unless he pays 3. See Pikachu on screen there. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate the support. Follows and subs are the 2 best ways you can show your support for the stream. We're going to bottom this and top a Tron land for now. I guess if he would have killed that, I could have pulsed this. His deck plays a lot of removal, though, so unless he follows this up with a Journey, if he just bolts or blasts this again, he's double firebolting this, so that worked out way better than expected. And then we have a Tron piece on top of our deck, so okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, is it Blitz? That's probably Tron's probably, and this version of Tron is probably better against Is It Blitz because it's not playing clunky cards like Fangren Marauder. The Is It Blitz deck is just able to go way over the top of anything Tron can do. Because Seagate Oracle is in the bin, we get to Pulse of Marasa back next turn. Yeah, they banned all the Storm cards, right? So that's how you abuse fast mana in this format. There aren't any really super grindy type things, right? Muldrifter, come to daddy. Last Tron piece. Putting the Rolling Thunder on the bottom feels kind of bad, but we can just we should be able to just capsize our opponent out of the game 1 because they don't play any counter spells in their main deck. Post board, we have to fight through Pyroblast out of our opponent's deck, but game 1 we don't have to worry about anything like that. I guess I should turn off auto yields because if he plays an idiot, I'm going to bolt it. And now the slow grind begins here. Just casually put Tron online. And we've actually drawn quite a few lands this game, but it doesn't matter because our opponent, again, just we've dealt with all the threats that our opponent has, so. We're looking for like a Mull Drifter or Compulsive Research to kind of get a massive cards going. Oh, you know what? I should have definitely saved this lightning bolt. I should have flashback Chainer's Edict to kill that because if he makes goblins and then plays a bigger idiot, we'd like to be able to bolt the bigger idiot. We also don't have anything better to do with our mana next turn, so hopefully he plays another non-goblin threat here. Like ideally he plays another Glint Hawk or a Core Skyfisher so he can flashback Edict and then make it not matter. But if he doesn't play another threat here, I should have saved the lightning bolt and Chainer's Edict this guy. Oh, I'm supposed to hold the land for Compulsive Research. I'm not going to play the next land we play. I keep making that mistake, too. All right, there's a Core Skyfish. So again, this one, I'm not going to Lightning Bolt. I'm going to kill it with Chainer's Edict. What does the Tron deck do with all his excess mana? We have one Fireball in our deck, and you just like play like Mull Drifters and Monomic Walls and just like spend all your mana on big dirtily value guys. But we have a giant Fireball in our deck. You also capsize your opponent out of the game. So now we are going to bolt one of these because he has two of them. So we'll bolt one, Chainer's the other. And again, we're going to save this land because there are Compulsive Researches in our deck. And Compulsive Research says target player draws 3 cards and then discards 2 cards or discards a land. So holding an extra land is valuable. And like if he keeps finding threats here and we keep bricking off, we could be in trouble. But if he just like passes here, we can just keep bricking as well. As long as he doesn't put an idiot on the table, we don't really care. There's an idiot. At least it's a 14-turn idiot. The thing we have to be aware of is that his deck does have a lot of reach in it. They play 4 Galvanic Blasts and 4 Lightning Bolts, and he has 2 Fire Bolts in the graveyard, actually. So, like, right now, we're at a virtual 24, plus whatever burn we can assume in his hand. Realistically, we're probably at about 16 right now. So we do need to draw a answer at some point here. Mull Drifter would be great. Counterspell's not bad. That'll be good at some point. Mull Drifter or Wall would be great. If we draw Wall, we can get back Pulse of Marasa and then pulse back Seagate Oracle and get some card selection going. If we also just draw Capsize, we can just start capsizing all of his things every turn. So we do have a lot of mana. How much mana we got here? 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can capsize twice a turn right now. All right, we'll play out that. No reason to hold 2 lands. We're not playing Sideboard Fragrance. Which, if aggro was more popular online, I might consider that. But, like, I think we've played against one burn deck in, like, the last, I don't know, 40 matches I've played. Doesn't seem to be terribly popular. This counterspell, again, is only targeting things that make creatures. We only want to fight over his threats. Yeah, capsizing the double lands is not the worst. Capsizing tapped lands in general is beautiful, but capsizing the Kairoos is very good. I mean, we're only playing 23 lands. Like, if we had a higher land count than what we have here, like, we've drawn an exceptionally high number of lands this game. At least this is his first Mull Drifter in 40-some cards, so we've got that going for us. I guess we're through 23 cards right now, and we've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've only drawn 11 lands in 23 cards, which is about half of our land, so it's pretty close to within standard deviations of the mean. It's probably less than 1, actually. So looking for was like 1 Mull Drifter or Wall, and we take this game over. Because Wall plays defense better. Wall's also easier to cast. Like, the fact that Wall casts off Island and 2 Tron pieces is very good. The problem is, okay, he's only got 2 cards in his hand, so I guess he could only have like 12 points of reach right now. But again, remember, he's got 2 Firebolts in his bin too, so we really need to draw a Muldrifter or a Wall here soon. Last time this happened too, game 1 against this deck, we just flooded out really badly and died. But again, we're like one Muldrifter or Wall, or even Seagate Oracle probably propels us into action at this point. The Rolling Thunder off the top doesn't kill him, but it cleans up all of his threats. He's just going to start flashbacking Firebolts, I assume. No, Muldrifter. That's really bad for us. Even Capsize would be fine. It takes his threats off the table. It's not great, but it would be workable. All right, now I'd really take Rolling Thunder since he's playing another Muldrifter probably, or just flashing back Firebolt. Yep. So now he's got 8 power. So I assume we are dead next turn if we don't draw something here. Just because he has a lot of reach in his deck. And hey, look, we drew another land. So we did. Now we're a little bit flooded. So 3 turns ago when I said we were within normal bounds, like that's definitely true. Now we're at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're at 14 lands and 26 cards. So that's quite a bit. And we are just going to die between these Firebolts and the cards in his hand, I assume. Yep. Make him kill us. Next card would have been Muldrifter, and then we actually would have drawn blanks. Wow, that's savage. We were not getting out of that for a long time. That's awful. That's fine. I don't even think we really bored in this match, right? We brought in Dispels last time, and the Magma Spray, and I trimmed Chainer's Edict. I think that's like all I did, right? I trimmed Chainer's Edict and we don't play Hunted Fengrass. We've only got 1 Expedition map, so. One more cut here. Maybe I only want 1. Yeah, I think I only had 1 Dispel last time. That's fine. And we don't really care about his Galvanic Blast for the most part, but we want the Dispels to fight over Pyroblasts. Yeah, this hand's very good. It's hopefully not going to run out of gas like the other one did. I'm playing a deck list that I was given verbatim, Ben. I'm assuming you don't play Ghostly Flicker because it's just, it's going to be win more. Like if you already have a bunch of creatures in play, generally you're probably winning the game. I mean, Windbore would be my intuition as to why the deck doesn't play it. I asked for Tron decks online, and people said, this is the Tron deck you should play. So that's the one I'm playing. All right. Oh, third Tron piece. Look at that. Third Tron piece. Skill game. So you just play turn 4 Muldrifter. The world is our oyster. I'll be right back. I'm going to run upstairs and grab my toddler something to eat. Sorry, quick break. Want some pretzels? Yeah, bro, eat pretzels. No? Alright. Well, the pretzels are in here if you want them. Alright, Tron piece. Sorry about the brief interruption. Guess this. Alright, well, we've got mana. Yeah, this is a control deck for sure. We do actually need some colored mana sources here. We want to draw like. And another thing that I felt like, you've probably heard me say this too if you've been watching for a little while here. I feel like this deck doesn't have enough. It doesn't have enough colored sources in it. I think I want. I think I want one more filter, either like another Shimmering Grotto in the mana base or another Prophetic Prism-esque effect. So now we need to not die to his aggro start here. Seagate Oracle will pin these goblins down on the ground pretty well, and then hopefully we can find our way to a Pulse of Marasa at some point. I guess we could also find Arc Lightning or Echoing Truth. We need red mana for those, though. Well, there's the red mana. I think we're going to start on Seagate Oracle here or Muldrifter. I think we're going to start on Seagate Oracle so that way we don't have to discard. They both hold our opponent down pretty well. Prophetic Prism's great. So we get to go Prophetic Prism into another Seagate Oracle. Yeah, that seems okay. Go Swiftwater Cliffs tapped. I guess I should have Seagate Oracled first before I played the land. That's definitely what should have happened. Flame Slash kills Glinthawk, so that's great. Yeah, this deck is Sweet Illusions. It feels really. There's a lot of. It's very close. I feel like the mana is the only, and the mana is definitely complicated. So I don't doubt that the mana is not perfect. But this deck does very powerful things, and it's definitely strong. We just get to resolve Muldrifter next turn. We get to Flame Slash this idiot, and then Muldrifter can block this Glinthawk. There's a Pulse of Marasa. Cast Flame Slash, the 2/3. Play. I'll just play Map out. I could play Map plus Compulsive Research this turn. I think we're going to start on Compulsive Research here. Discard a land. Get rid of one of the redundant ones. Play Urza's Tower, tap tower, play Prophetic Prism. Yeah, the Grotto for the island could be a very reasonable swap, I think, for sure. And yeah, watching the clocks and just trying to be conscious of that while we play. We saw a bunch of Muldrifters really early this game. We didn't see any last game, so yeah, man, you got a Muldrifter too. You do you. I don't know how we'll ever keep up with all of his card advantage. So we go boop, 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 cast, draw 2, play this, bolt his idiot. Do I want to capsize one of his lands? Capsizing one of his lands doesn't seem awful. I could alternatively just hold up counter magic. I should probably just hold up counter magic. I guess I could just do red, twin bolt this guy, start attacking in the air. Yeah, I like that. Let's close this game out. Seems reasonable. If Mana Leak can Condescend up, we can Condescend for up to 5 here. Because I Twin Bolted, we can't Condescend plus Mana Leak, which means if he plays a 6 land that's untapped and has Muldrifter plus Pyroblast, he could force it through, but like, we just really don't care about that. Like, if we draw anywhere close to an average mix of lands and spells, this matchup seems like a bye. Which it felt unwinnable from the other side of the table, so I'm not surprised that it feels like a bye from this side of the table. Oh geez, he's going to Journey my Muldrifter. And then we get to capsize that Journey. Oh, it's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so good. I'm excited. We get to capsize with buyback this thing, and then... yeah, I think we're actually mapping for an island here, which sounds weird, but I think that's what we're doing. We're just like, we're kind of choked on colored mana at this point. Oh, I should have countered that. Definitely should have countered that. Doesn't really matter, but I should have. Scale of 1 to dead opponent is quickly sliding towards the dead end of the scale. Oh no, we're just yeah, I'm actually gonna fight over this. Oh wait, I should crack my map first. So that way we can scry and have it be relevant. Get island, tap this, get blue, condescend. This way we keep our power in the air. Looking for removal spells. Oh well that fixes our let's get colored sources problem. Boop boop. Boop boop. Sound effects for your charge. Go boop boop. Boop. Why won't you just use my colorless mana automatically, Moto? Cast with buyback. Bounce this guy. Draw 2 cards. Lightning bolt this guy. Play out this land. Attack for 2. Have counterspell and mana leak up. Opponent is super dead. Super dead. Yeah, the mismatched cards. Look, the Tron pieces all match. I got matching Tron pieces. Oh no, he's going to exile one of our guys again. We're just the unluckiest. If only there was something we could do about that. We don't care. We're going to draw more magic cards. I'm a simple man who just wants to draw a lot of magic cards. It's not that complicated. You know, I probably should have mana leaked this just because we have so many cards in our hands. Links to the deck lists are below the stream. Alrighty, we'll mana leak that one. You know, it's possible I'm supposed to counterspell that just because it costs less. Just because it costs less blue mana. We lost a match to Burn last night. Just like mono red, Bolt Your Dome, Curse of the Pierced Heart deck. Bounce that one, draw 2 more cards. I love that he's letting my capsize just be divination over and over and over again. It's so nice of him. Opponent's really got our back. Maybe I'm supposed to start attacking with these Seagate Oracles. It's very possible. Am I supposed to pulse back another one? Yeah, I think I am. Maybe I'm supposed to hold up counter magic. Yeah, we'll just play a wall. Get back a counter spell. Rebuy mana leak. I'm gonna flame slash one of his idiots instead of discarding it. Your move. And I'm sure there's been some sequence in this game we could have played better or more perfectly, but really at this point we kind of have a build our own adventure book to win the game type situation here, where all paths lead to victory. We just have to pick our favorite one and use that. Maybe his plan is deck us. Like that could be a real plan. Are we 2-0 or 3-0 in this league? We're 2-0 in this league, and we 4-1 last night, so we're 6-1 in the last 24 hours with this. And eventually, we're just going to draw Rolling Thunder and kill him, so I don't know what his plan is for that. Maybe he brought in his Hydroblast if he has them. So end step, we're going to make green. And I'm going to stop bouncing this for now, I think, and just pulse the Marauder the Muldrifter in the bin. And, like, this card just removes any glimmer of hope he has of just, like, drawing a pile of Galvanic Blasts and killing us, which is great. You have no hope. No hope. All of your hope has belonged to me. Another Pulse of Marasa. Just all the things. Attack with all of these. Get in there, Seagate Oracle. Into the red zone you go. We'll discard Swiftwater Cliffs. Yeah, you cycle that land. You do it. You get in there. I assume he's playing assuming he's continuing playing just to like try and burn our clock at this point, but in all honesty, like, come on. Come on, you're not gonna burn our clock. Another one of those. Do I really care about that? I don't think I do. I think that's fine. You can have some goblins. My Seagate Oracles will control the ground, and then my Muldrifters will beat you down in the air. Have any of them been close? I feel like we had at least one close one. I don't know. They all kind of look close with this deck because, like, you just, like, slowly put your chokehold on the game. We're going to start capsizing his lands here, I think. This is... Our clock on here is worse than it would be in paper just because of, like, how slow Magic Online is to work through the interface. And if he has a Pyroblast here, we have a Counterspell. He only has one red up. I did that in Hex one time. I was drawing so many cards with Wintermoon that I just like, and then I draw more cards, and then I draw more cards, and then you're dead, and then I untapped and started my turn, and I just didn't have a card in my deck, and I was like, oh, huh, that's how I lose this game, okay. And I lied. I'm gonna draw 2 more cards with this, because if we hit the fireball, he dies. Opponent concedes. All right. Yeah, that's true. The green black one was super close. That matchup's great. I mean that matchup, the game was great. I don't know if the matchup is good for us, but the game, there's a ton of back and forth in it. I could still see an argument for Gorilla Shaman being good in this matchup, just because like it's 1 mana destroy target artifact land, and like 8 of their lands are artifacts. But it's just like dies. He's leaving in Bolts and Galvanic Blast just because he doesn't have enough cards to board in against us, so that's probably bad. We hadn't technically decked ourselves Earth. We had more than enough mana at that point where I would have had to go through the loop again, but we had enough time to do it. Chat figured out that we would have been able to go through it again. I definitely messed up, and we would have had to fix it, but we could have fixed it. A pretty just straightforward, easy mulligan here. We're just getting a lot of 1-land 7s with this deck, which I mean it's fine. Like this deck's like almost mono card advantage, so after you mulligan, you just like. Yeah, like this hand's great. We get to scry. We've got divination on top. Deal. Yeah, we had to use Emrakul to fix it. It was funny. You're definitely right. I was just so excited. That was the first time we had looped through the entire deck and like basically gone infinite with the Tin Fins deck. I was just too excited. And sometimes when I get excited. All right. So the fact that we drew another Prophetic Prism, we were going to have to decide between Swiftwater Cliffs tapped and a Muldrifter Revoked in this next turn, but the fact that we drew another one of these means we're pretty likely to just run off our lands. There's another Tron piece. Yeah, man, you got a Glenhawk. You got a 3 mana 2/2. Not very impressive. You get to replay your thing. So powerful. Play our Prophetic Prism out. All right. Well, I was gonna play the Swiftwater Cliffs, but I'm glad I waited to play that because now we have Tron in a turn. Hey man, cycle. We just play Muldrifter with Condescend for 2 up next turn. So unless he goes untapped land, go, we get to make sure the Muldrifter resolves through a Pyroblast. Yeah, Skyfisher, man, you do you. He gets to return his Prophetic Prism. Such value, much wow. Miss a land drop, miss a land drop, miss a land drop. He cycled a land, so he's probably not going to miss a land drop, but that would be would be nice. All right, and then our Muldrifter gets to trade with this idiot. Echoing Truth, huh? Do I want to hold up Condescend for 2? Or do I want to... I guess I have Capsize up 2, technically. Yeah, I think I want to hold these up. He might try and kill the Muldrifter here, and if he goes to kill the Muldrifter, I'm going to Capsize it in response. Okay, yep. And if he has a counterspell here, something in our hand's going to eat a counterspell at some point anyways, so this Capsize, I'd rather just try and get some value out of it now. Thank you, cutie. So when the audio cuts out here in a second, that's because I'm muting my microphone to chew my lunch. I assume that everyone in chat would prefer to have silence rather than me chewing, so... God bless Echoing Truth, seriously. We're starting on compulsive research here, I think, because we want to draw... We need to draw some cards to kill these idiots. We didn't. That's gross. So I think we're binning a land here. Gonna bin the Dismal Backwater. At least I can go... Dupe... Muldrifter plus Echoing Truth. Magma Spray is good and answers... Actually, Rolling Thunder is fantastic. So we're going to go blue. We are going to bounce... I'm going to bounce these guys because, again, our opponent's deck does have a lot of reach in it. So I don't want to end up just dying to a flurry of burn spells out of him. I think we're actually supposed to bin the Magma Spray here. I want these lands, I think. Actually, I guess I don't need the Shimmering Grotto. Yeah, I'm going to bin the Shimmering Grotto. Because he's going to have a follow-up threat after these. Really, Toddler? You think so? I imagine he has a removal spell here for this. He could even just flash back to Firebolt, actually. You want to try bite? It's not hot. It's good. Nope. Okay. Alright, sweet. So we're taking 4 here, which is a little scary, but he's only got 4 cards in hand, and likely not all of it are... I guess we could get triple Galvanic Blasted out of this game. The old... So I need to do 7 here. So X needs to be 9 on these. So boop, 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 boop. Oh, and I guess he needs triple Galvanic Blast plus Pyroblast because we have Condescend here. Or we have Dispel here. So yeah, I'm just going to play this with Watercliffs tapped and pass the turn here. What am I having for lunch? It's a collection of frozen deep-fried deliciousness. Got some mac and cheese bites and some little corn balls and some deep-fried pickles. So if opponent has the nuts here, we could die. If he has triple Galvanic Blast plus a Pyroblast to stop our Dispel, we die. Very likely he's just passing the turn, and then the game is effectively over. Compulsive Research, target myself. Choose to discard a land. Bin Power Plant. I'm going to play Island. We're going to go ahead and cast a Muldrifter. We are going to fight over this one, I think. Yeah, we're going to fight over this. Sweet. And I think I want to hold Dispel up here. Dispel / Magma Spray. We could have used the one floating plus this to play Prophetic Prism, but I think Dispel / Magma Spray is fine to hold up here. American food. It would be really weird if I was eating non-American food. That'd be weird. Would have had to be imported. So, our opponent could potentially like draw enough cards to burn us out of this game at a certain point. So really, we're looking for Pulse of Marasa to lock this game up. I think if we hit one Pulse of Marasa, this game just like pretty much gets locked. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana up and none floating. So we'll just condescend this for 5 because again, we're looking for a Pulse of Marasa. So scrying into 1 sounds great. Bottom. Actually, I'm okay with Remove Soul. I'm going to bottom that for now. We're just looking for Pulse Marasa. Mnemonic Wall is going to be good because we can pick back up Compulsive Research here. And then cast that and draw some more cards, and we've held the land like a professional. He's got 3 mana up now, so I think I'm going to... I guess I don't want to condescend this because we know what's on top of our deck and we want to draw it. So we're just going to counterspell this. Again, the most important thing here is fighting over his threats. I guess you can have this one and we'll just Flame Slash it. Because I want to save this Condescend for when we get Scry value out of it. And again, the game is effectively over at this point, because he only has 2 cards in his hand, one of which is a land, so he doesn't have anywhere near enough reach to be able to actually burn us out. Get back Compulsive Research.
I'm trying to give him this, he's going like this.
So Compulsive Research, draw 3, discard 1 or discard a land, or discard a land card. Get to Flame Slash his guy. Mana Leak is a little awkward right now. He does have quite a bit of mana. I doubt he's going to have another big mana turn like he did last turn. I guess if he draws a bunch of cantrips, we might be able to Mana Leak something. Returns his Prophetic Prism, plays his Prophetic Prism. I guess if he draws... we can't Mana Leak the next 2 drop. We could double Mana Leak it, though. Kill your Glinthawk. Dispel. I can double Mana Leak this, right? Yeah, I'm going to double Mana Leak this. Just because this card's not getting a lot better. And our chances to double Mana Leak things are going to get slim, too. And, like, this is a situation in the late game where these Mana Leaks are much worse than Counterspell, obviously, but there are situations in the early game with all of our colorless mana where I can see why having Mana Leak instead of just 4 Counterspells is valuable. Alright, switch Water Glyphs. Chip the turn back. So, next thing he plays, we have a Giant Condescend along with a Dispel to force it through. And again, just like, if it doesn't have power and toughness, we're not countering it. Whoa. Want the pretzels? Or you just wanted the lid off the pretzels? Mall Drifter. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Gas up. Need some gas. Want a Pulse Marasa. Definitely fighting over this if he tries to fight over it. Yeah, okay, sweet. So we go boop, boop, boop. Play our wall. Gonna get back. Am I supposed to get back Rolling Thunder here? I think I'm supposed to get back Rolling Thunder here and just start beating him down. I think the plan is Rolling Thunder plus Bolt plus the Small Drifter here. So how much mana do we have? We have 6, 10. This is what are you casting here? Small Drifter of your own? Firebolt, Flashback. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna find Pulse of Marasas at some point. You know what? I messed up last turn. What I should have done is, I should have used the wall to get back Echoing Truth, and then Echoing Truth the walls back to my hand, and then replay the walls and get more value out of them. We have more than enough mana, and we're at a point in the game where we definitely could have set up that line of Dirtle. It's very dirtily, but that was definitely a line that we had available to us. So how much mana do we have now? We've got 6, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Opponent's at 24, so he's at... This puts him to 5. This puts him to 2. That puts him to dead. So we're just going to Arc Lightning you. And then we'll bolt him at end step, and then we'll untap and Rolling Thunder to kill him. Howdy, Infernum. So we'll bolt him to 18. And then he dies. Another 50-minute game of Pauper, a match of Pauper in the books. Because Pulse is a card that has to have other cards with it to be good. And we also don't have that much green mana, so if you draw too many of them too early, you're not going to be able to cast them consistently. It's like, when we get into the late game and like we only want to draw Mull Drifters, like maybe we want to put more draw cards in our deck, but like... Karnfather! Tron. Rugged Highlands. Could this be one of those aggro decks I've heard so much about in this format? That would be scary. would be scary. Opponent gonna aggro us out. Basically just mana leaking anything here. Oh, I said anything. What plays Sakura Traveler? Opponent's 2-0, so... Street Wraith, Sakura... I'm... Okay, never learning things, learning something new. Julian's on the play, brick every time. We actually haven't been bricking that much, so we've been flooding more than stumbling, which is fine. Like if we get to 3 in this deck, usually you get to 4, no problem. I hope it's not red-green land destruction on the game where we mold a... Or the game where we stumble on 2. That would be really bad for us. Untapped land. Come on, Worth. Come on, Worth. Alright, tapped land, you know. Living End, right? That's what it looks like. It looks like Living End. What's up? Is he eating it or just eating pretzels? Here should be some kind of Dredgevine value deck. Gnaw to the Bone. It looks like some kind of Dredgevine value deck. Dredgevine. There's no vines in this format. Some kind of Dredge value deck. And how does it combo after putting a bunch of creatures in its graveyard? You got a dead shot, Minotaur, bud. Alright, so that means we can play this, play Seagate Oracle, then play Flame Slash. Seagate Oracle, checks the Sakura Tribe Elder. Oh no! Both Tron pieces were on top! We're so unlucky. Just the unluckiest. What do they do with all the mana from Songs of the Damned? They just like is there a Consume Spirit or something that's legal in this format? Or rats. Okay, that makes sense. So basically what you're saying is at a certain point I want to always leave Counterspell up. I could start always leaving Counterspell up this turn, right? That seems we can have Counterspell plus Crack Map. So yeah, I guess I'm going to pass. This Seagate Oracle is just going to chump his blaster down.
Did you eat all your food?
I did.
You want more? I feel like I took too much.
Sure. I am American, so I'll take as many as you want. So, fun fact, fading and vanishing are different mechanics for some reason because Wizards is silly. This fading, you lose the fading...
Those are chicken fries. I made them for Jake.
Okay. You lose... the fading creature dies when the last... Vanishing dies when the last counter is removed from it. Fading dies when you go to remove a counter from it but can't. So, they are technically slightly different. So this gets to attack 3 times. God, I remember playing with this card when I played casual Magic back in the day. Crypt Rats. Yeah, we're just gonna kill us with lightning bolts, I think. Oh, Songs of the Damned is an instant. I guess that's something good to be aware of. So I guess we're gonna bolt this before I crack the map. Because if he Songs of the Damned and tries to fireball everything... He's probably just going to 2 both of us? Sure. So we need a mine here. I mean, vanishing's only easier because it's newer and you're more used to it, is basically what I would think. So let's cast this, and we still have counterspell up since we have Shimmering Grotto. Prophetic Prism would be a good draw. Yeah, man, you got Street Wraith. Alright, oh, there's Prophetic Prism. There's a coupon code for Card Market, and there is a coupon code for Spare Deck. Both of them are listed below the stream, Dakota. And then Card Hoarder automatically gives you a discount without a coupon code when you pay cash. So Card Hoarder, you don't need to jump through any hoops. They just automatically give you a discount if you're paying cash for your order. Pitkeeper is sweet. I haven't seen that card before.
Really?
This is not something we're gonna do.
Play Seagate Oracle because it jumps Blasterdom again here. So this only gets to attack one more time. It's going to go to 0 counters, and then the following turn it's going to die. I guess I'll just take more mana. I guess I could play this Urza Tower out, and then we can actually capsize with buyback our Seagate Oracle after we block with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to block here, and then I'm going to... If he has a removal spell, this gets countered, but that's fine. We have Crypt Rats, so we can Rolling Thunder and clear up both of these idiots next turn. I think we're going to start on Compulsive Research here. Land, discard, mine, play Power Plant. I guess I'll Flame Slash his Crypt Rats to start and see what he does. If he wants to activate this, it kills the Pit Keeper. And again, this is going to die next turn, so we don't really need to worry about that. So I guess we're going to play Prophetic Prism out here and see what we draw. Mana Leak. So I'm actually just going to pass the turn here. Yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn and leave up a bunch of counter magic to fight through his things with a bunch of mana. And if he doesn't do anything that we need to interact with at end step, Repulsive Marasa our Muldrifter back to our hand. So he's got 3 mana up, so we can counter this unless he pays 4. Crypt Rats, you can only spend black mana on the X. Gnaw to the bone. Do I care about him gaining life? I probably care about him gaining life, don't I? Can I realistically beat him if he gains 2 life per creature? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's going to gain 24. I guess I can technically beat him down, right? Yeah, that's fine. We're going to save these to counter things we actually care about. I think we actually just want both of these. Let's get back, yep. Go ahead and cast this. Get our beat down on. Deploy. Deploy the oracles. We could kill him with an untapped land. I don't think that was true. I didn't actually count. I should have counted to see if that was true. I'll take Muldrifter. And then I think we're just passing the turn here again. Want to hold some counter magic up. End step, we can capsize one of his lands if we want. We have Remove Soul and Mana Lake here. We have 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, he only gained 24. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We were only 1 off. You are correct. You are correct. And look, he just has another bone, so that's fine. I don't know why he keeps doing these in response. I'm gonna Mana Leak this one because Mana Leak's not getting much more live. I don't know why he keeps doing it in response to creatures that will be going to his graveyard. Like, you'd think he'd want the extra creature in his bin. It is much more. You're not wrong. Plus, we can always fireball him, plus wall back the fireball and fireball him again. So like that's an option that's usually available to us. Man, we haven't actually just fully beat down someone with just all these crappy creatures in a while. He's afraid of Snapcasters. Yep. I mean, we have wall. That's basically a Snapcaster, right? Look at the squad. 6 damage a turn. What a powerful clock we have assembled. Yeah, you're not wrong either, Infernum. Like, staying ahead on clock is definitely... The wall's block better than Snapcaster. That's true. Definitely correct. Yeah, I don't care about that. Green. Seagate Oracle. Cast Seagate Oracle. I want a counter spell before we start going for the Rolling Thunder. I should have gotten get counterspell that turn probably. Just in case he draws his combo. Pit Keeper, sure. Cryptrats, sure. Opponent is on Cryptrat's ramp, that is correct. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Counter unless you pay 5. Should have gotten back counterspell last turn. Not pulse. Should have gotten back counterspell. So if he has his ritual here, could we die? I don't think we die, but he definitely plays this and clears the board. So we're going to bottom a land and top an Echoing Truth. Thanks, Cossack. Thanks for stopping by, mate. He played in flashback Gnaw to the Bones. It's fine. We're gonna loop Rolling Thunder via Monomic Wall Capsize. So he should be dead in 2 or 3 turns, I believe. I grabbed Counterspell before we start doing that, just so nothing weird happens where he doesn't like draw his ritual and his card to deal X damage to us and kill us. Block. So we just need to leave 2 blue up. Red. So this is for 18. Target you. 18. Okay. Okay. Boom. Goes to 17. We're bringing in Ulamog's Crusher in this matchup. He doesn't have removal, and we can just like kill through all of his lands and beat him down very quickly. This is a type of matchup where Crusher shines. That card doesn't matter. So now again, we float mana first because Magic Online sucks. Cast this with buyback. Yeah, man, you got a Grizzly Salvage, that's fine. Did he hit another Knot of the Bones? He didn't hit a Knot of the Bones, that's fine. So, and then Wall, rebuys Rolling Thunder. And then he's dead next turn. Attack with our 2 Maul Drifters in the air. Okay. Sees the rating on the wall. He's down on clock, so he's going to concede. Edicts don't seem good against his deck. Crusher seems good. Dispel seems reasonable. Consume Spirit. Is a sorcery. Okay, I'm going to bring in the negates, I think, then. think that's what I want to do. This isn't a Paul Cheon mukbang. We're not here to watch me. We're here to watch me play Magic. So yeah, no problems unmuting the mic. It's just the polite thing to do. Any other comments on the board here? I think I like this. Just like pretty minimal sideboarding. You're automatically counted as a sub on your own stream. I'm a non-paying sub on my own stream, so that's how I have access to my own emotes. Yeah, I'm gonna submit like this. It's fine. We've won every match 2-1 so far. I guess we've mulliganed out of at least one match. One game per set. This hand's medium, but I think it's keep. Well, mukbang's like an Asian thing, right? Like, there's a lot of weird things that like come out of Japan, like just some strange things. At least as far as like Western civilization is concerned, like it's strange. The old 2-1 pit keeper on 2. Yep. Opponent understands what his role is in this matchup and is accepting it. Oh, you know what? I cut the edicts, but he's definitely on that shroud guy. So cutting the edicts might not be right. I don't know. He's got a lot of little idiots. Mukbang is Korean, sure. I knew it was one of those places over there. I'm gonna be American and just say they're all the same, you know? Classic America. You gonna Pyroblast my Seagate Oracle? Oh no! I loved my Seagate Oracle. Why would you Pyroblast him? That's so rude, opponent. If he plays a 5/5 this turn, we're just dead. Entry fee and payouts on leagues are miserable in Magic Online. It's $8 to enter. You have to go 4-1 or better to get more than your money back. You go 3-2, you get exactly your money back. You go, it's 3-2 for exactly your money back, and then 4-1 nets you 40 points worth of fun bucks and what else? It's 40 points worth of fun bucks in one pack. Yeah, it's not a good scene. It's a far cry from the get to go 4-3 in a Hex Gauntlet and turn a profit. WotC likes to rake their players over the coals. When your software doesn't attract new users, you have to get everything you can out of the existing ones. Rancid Earth. All right. I think, no, I left the Arc Lightning in, right? Let's start on Prophetic Prism here, which is actually a great draw because it lets us Pulse of Marasa, the Muldrifter, back. And like, I understand that WotC is a for-profit business, and I'm not asking them to be a charity. What I would like from Wizards of the Coast is to people that make the spending decisions for Magic Online to understand they could make more money by not gouging people as often. Like if you just have more, if you just like give the players a little bit more and have more people playing, you have the potential to make more if you just have more people putting money into your system as opposed to people avoiding it because you're raking them over the coals. And then we can just play Wall here and get back the Pulse. Oh, God, the value. The value. And I'm not playing the Swiftwater Cliffs because I want to have Dispel up for his possible Pyroblast. Did I board out Arc Lightning? I thought I did too. Okay. I cut the Arc Lightnings and the Edicts, right? I'm pretty sure you guys are correct. I thought I remembered boarding the Arc Lightning out. To be fair, for reference, I think the play point change for Magic Online was a very good... Oh, maybe I'm supposed to dispel this. I think I was supposed to dispel this because I can't really interact with a creature that he plays. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I should have dispelled that. Anyways, so the play point change has actually been very positive for Magic Online. Like, the price of packs holding is really good. What they need to change is that, like, if you're winning 60% of your matches, you shouldn't just be breaking even. Like, that's awful. You should be doing better than breaking even if you're winning 60% of your matches. That's my opinion, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Do I just want to Echoing Truth this guy? I'm gonna have to discard anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Opponent concedes. Just doesn't want to play Magic with us anymore. Just like, no, I've had it. Go away, Tron. You're no fun. We're such a big bad meanie. Such a big bad meanie. Okay, so packs being cheap makes sense in the context of digital product. I agree that packs shouldn't be $4 retail. The problem is when packs are only worth $1.60 or $2 a pack in actual buying them from bots, is Wizards is still evaluating the prizes for their tournaments as if those packs are worth $4, even though they're only worth $2 in the economy. So the players that are playing in the events to get product get screwed because now all of the event payouts that are already kind of bad are terrible. There was a point where you'd put $2, 2 tickets in to play a 2-man, and this was before leagues existed. So you'd play a 2-man for 2 tickets, and the pack you'd get for winning the 2-man was worth less than the 2 tickets you paid to play it. So, like, the play point change has been phenomenal. Like, that they definitely, like, they did their goal, and the play point change fixed the economy. The issue is that in addition to implementing the play point change, they made dailies cost 12 tickets, which that's probably fine because dailies suck anyways because no one wants to play like set like timed things. But league payouts are awful. The league payouts are awful, but I play leagues because 1, they're good for streaming, and 2, I value my time more than getting a little bit more value. So I will play bad value tournaments versus better value tournaments. They just gave out too much product. So basically with the play point change, they're giving out fun bucks for half the prizes or more instead of just giving out packs. Yeah, I'm probably playing in the 5 Shards Weekly today. It starts at 6, right? Or it starts in 2.5 hours? Sure, Terror, but it was awful for the people like myself that only wanted to play Constructed on Magic Online. All I'm saying is the play point change was good and it's had the desired effect on the Magic Online economy. I'm selling like the packs I'm selling from the previous set and this set, like they're still worth close to $4 a pack, which is phenomenal. The old 4-0 versus the 0-1. Or the 0-0, fresh off the... Alright. Oh, this hand's super medium. 5 Shards is a group that hosts Hex TCG tournaments. I also stream Hex on this channel as well. So... I think this is a mulligan. Like, if this hand had, like, I guess if we draw any land, like we even draw a Tron piece, this hand is online. If our opponent's playing anything fast, we just die, but, like, a lot of the decks in this format just aren't fast. I think we're supposed to mulligan this. This hand's much better. Let me describe. Perfect. I think we're going to Seagate Oracle before we try and compulsive research. Tron. I don't think we want Rolling Thunder this early. We're just not going to play that till later, so we can probably shuffle it with the map at some point. You can technically cash out. So at one point I had so here's how you cash out of the play points, and this is if you're unaware. To cash out of play points, what you have to do is you have to play in PPTQs. PPTQs essentially let you cash out of play points in this game. Because PPTQs, you can buy in for 300 play points and cash out, and they pay out in all packs. So if you 3-2 a PPTQ, it turns 300 play points into $30 worth of tickets. Just for reference. I think we're going to discard... I have to make a decision. We're going to time out in this matchup. I'm going to discard the island for now. Play the tower. I mean, Magic Online is very buggy too. So like, if your line is you refuse to play buggy software, you can't play Magic Online either. Like, read, they took cards out of the Magic Online cube recently because they were non-functional. But remember, we can't ban a card in Modern without downtime. Like, it's like ridiculous lines that Wizards feeds us for 100. He's got 2 counter spells up possibly. Let's jam the Muldrifter here. I want to mana leak this just because, yeah, I'm going to mana leak this, and the reason why I'm mana leaking this is because otherwise we're going to have to discard. And this way we're getting a card for a card. And, like, Magic's a complicated game, so I'm sure it is difficult to, like, create a... Oh no, he disfigured my divination. It is difficult to create, you know, a program that's able to emulate all the rules of a game as complex as Magic. That being said, X-Mage is being written by a group of volunteers in their spare time. Magic Online is being written by what is supposed to be professional programmers by a company paying them money, so... There's that to consider. I really like Hex TCG. It's a really good time. And we stream that on here as well. And their tournaments don't rake you over the coals, which is nice. It's just nice. Oh no, my Seagate Oracle. Not resolved? Oh, jeez, look at all these things. You just draw all the cards. Tap this. We're gonna lightning bolt his dome instead of discarding. How's it going, Pet Chills? So I'm sure he's deciding how he wants to kill my divination now. And then next turn, we get to wall back Pulse of Marasa and then Pulse of Muldrifter and just like all the values. So opponents playing blue-black teachings. Opponents playing blue-black control. Usually they play teachings. It's not always teachings. There's been a lot of non-teachings lists popping up recently. Man, I think we might cast this compulsive research and discard flame slashes here. Yeah, I think that's happening. You kind of want to make our land drops. 2 cards, bin, flame slash, play Guildgate. I guess I'll play Muldrifter. He doesn't seem to want to counter these. Just get to keep drawing infinite cards. And then... oh, we have to discard now? We're just the unluckiest. I'm just going to discard Arc Lightning. Doesn't matter. Yep, that's the plan. Attack for 2 here. Cast this. I was sloppy with how I tapped. Twin Bolt you. Instead of discarding. The good old-fashioned Muldrifter beatdown. Yeah, man. Edict my divination. I get it. Send a message. Play a Mnemonic Wall. Rebuy Pulse of Marasa. Pulse of Marasa, my Muldrifter. Cast my Muldrifter. Now we have Edict Installation too. So now we go boop, boop, boop. Cast Muldrifter. I guess we only have 1 counterspell up right now, so that might be kind of bad. There's the Capsize. We've cast Pulse of Barasa a number of times. We're gonna discard this Dismal Backwater, I believe. No, I guess I kind of need that, don't I? Yeah, I'm gonna discard Remove Soul. He's probably not any creatures in the main deck, so I'm gonna discard the Remove Soul. If he plays like a Muldrifter, we're gonna be kind of sad. We're on the anemic Muldrifter beatdown plan. Yeah, man, my wall is dead. You have killed my wall. If he flashes this back, I might counterspell it. It's a shame we are 1 short of condescending this. Yeah, I'm going to counterspell this. I really just want to beat him down with these Muldrifters. If that's a serious question, he wins with non-creature cards. Their win condition is very... We've actually played the deck our opponent's playing. The win condition is very literally the clock. So end step here. We're going to go ahead... God, the way the mana works in this game is so miserable. Just take the mana. And this wall is going to get a counterspell here. I mean, to be fair, the deck that we're playing doesn't have a ton of win cons in it either. I have to click on this a bunch of times because Magic Online. He tries to kill our guy, capsize our guy. Counterspell, counterspell your counterspell. Yo, dog. My divination comes back to my hand. You take 2. What are you doing here? You got 6 mana? Capsize. Oh, you're trying to capsize. So he's got 1, 2, 3 mana up. So we're going to go dupe, dupe. Tap this. Do that. Going to condescend your thing for 5, because why not? Wouldn't be surprised if he concedes here. All right, he's going to make us clock out. That's fine. I guess he could draw teachings in me in this, but we've definitely successfully outvalued our opponent. All right, draws a card, concedes. All right, so we have an extra Pyroblast on our board for this matchup now after last night, so that's good. So we bring in Crusher, Counter Magic, negates, dispels. We cut Chainer's Edict and remove Soul and Arc Lightning and Twin Bolt and Flame Slash. I think this is the configuration we arrived at after last night. Yeah, but the problem is blue-white control is not very good in Modern in general. It's okay right now while Eldrazi is everywhere, but like when Modern stabilizes and it goes back to being a normal format without Eldrazi being dominant, like blue-white control will pretty much go back to being unplayable. Don't we want the Edict because of sideboard anglers? Yeah, see, that's what I thought last time. Maybe the Edicts are just better than the Bolts. That's probably true. We'll leave the Edicts in. The last 2 times we've played this matchup, our opponent did not bring in anglers against us. I mean, blue-white-red is it's solidly tier 2. It's always been tier 2 in Modern. The problem is like there's just too many things going on and too many angles that you have to get attacked from in Modern. I think we'll just leave the Edicts in and just cut these just in case he brings in big fish. Yeah, the Bolt's just like the upside of having an Edict if he has a fish is huge. Yeah, I like that. I think that's reasonable. Like, we're not, like, if we're killing him, generally the 3 damage doesn't matter. Like, we're either winning by a lot or losing by a lot, generally speaking. Yeah, that sounds keep. His hand can counter. He turned 3 curses of the Bloody Tome, which is great. I mean, your opponents are bad or you're lucky, one of the two. Land. That's not good. This is going to get counterspelled. Yep. There might have been merit to doing this last turn. I don't know. Wow, that resolved. Sweet. Lands. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Curse of the Bloody Tome. Yep. This card's really obnoxious. Come on, Pyroblast. Alrighty. He milled. Okay, those are the Tron pieces we already have. So I think we have to Do we want to, I think we want to Echoing Truth this during his end step is our best chance because we need to be able to counter it on the way back down. And this is the reason why there's a third Pyroblast on our board, because this card coming down early just like mills us out the way we grind. So we could have a fistful of counter magic here, but again, we just have to... This is our best chance to not... to be able to stop this card, actually. He has to have 2 counter spells here. And he does. Alright, so next turn we wall back the Echoing Truth, and then we try again later. Oh, that was a good draw. You'll never see me play limited of any sort in this format on this stream. We only stream constructed here. Ulamog's Crusher. Okay. Well, if we lose the fight over this Echoing Truth again, Ulamog's Crusher can just close this game out. So we got that going for us. Yeah, Magic Online doesn't get relevant things for a while. Do you have another curse? Seagate Oracle. That's fine. I'm in response to this. I'm going Echoing Truth his curse. Is he okay? Christy? Hold on, I'll be right back. Is he okay? Is he okay? It's always what you want to do in a match that's going to get decided by time. Take a break in the middle. Alright. Seagate Oracle of our own, probably. I guess I want to try and fight over this. If he replays the curse next turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this. Looking for blue mana here. Perfect. Oh, we have 2 counterspells up for next turn. So he's got 6, 7, 8 mana because all of these aqueducts make 2 here. Disciple of Bolas is a rare. So counter unless you pay 6. And I assume he has 2 counter spells to fight over this with. And then we have Crusher plus Capsize plus Muldrifter. So what might happen is a lot of his big removal is Edict effects. So if we tap out, we get him to tap out fighting over this, even if he wins this, next turn we'll go Muldrifter plus Crusher. Do we have enough to do that? We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're 1 short of Crusher plus Muldrifter. So this is going to resolve, but it's going to tap him out. We want to draw untapped land here. We want to draw untapped land here. Pulse of Marasa. I can't cast that. If we do this, 5, 6, 7, we have to hit an untapped land with the Muldrifter. I think that's what we need to do. We want like double Edict installation for this Crusher. And like worst case, we can always just bounce this. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Oh, we have the pulse now too for. Oh, I'm 1 short of bouncing that, aren't I? Yeah, I think we just have to. I made a mess of this game. I'm just gonna cast this without buyback. Just bounce it. It's possible I'm just supposed to play the Crusher there with only 1 Edict installation, but I think the chances of winning the game are much better if we get it done with double Edict installation. 2 curses? Yeah, sure. Alright, so we're going through 5 cards a turn. So hopefully this Crusher resolves. That was a phenomenal draw. Alright, so we go through 5 cards a cycle, so he doesn't kill us for 5 turns, I don't think. And we've definitely have him dead before that, unless he interacts with this board, so. Teaching, sure. You getting a Doomblade or something like that? Yep.
Oh, I saw the red one up there.
I don't know. Oh, are you? I didn't know that. So I think I'm going to draw. Yeah. Oh, he's tapping out. Okay. Well, I'm going to let this resolve, and then we can Pulse of Marasa the Crusher back to our hand. Counterspell. Negate, dispel. Counterspell, negate, dispel. Pyroblast. Alright. So I have how much mana here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this costs me 8. And then I have 4. Drawing a card with Prophetic Prism doesn't take a turn off my clock, so I'm going to go ahead and do that in the hopes that we can find a Pyroblast or a Counterspell of some sort. This is the best sweeper in the format. Thankfully, this game's going to finish quick enough that we'll have plenty of time to play a third game if we lose. These Flashback Teachings, is another hard removal spell. It's 2 Doomblades. Alright. Yep. Alright, and now we just hope that he doesn't have a... He's going to go for broke here. So this is for 12, so we go 3, 3, 6. And we're still dead, right? We just can't kill him with these in time. Man, multiple curses is rough. The edicts seem fine. He's got at least some idiots, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hit submit here. Got 10 minutes too. Yeah, this seems fine. It's got mana to start. Doesn't interact with a quick curse, but usually they're not going to jam curse if we're representing counter magic. So it's pretty important for them to win the game. Because our deck just does bigger things than theirs does. Now the real question is, do I want to jam Muldrifter and Divination on 2? I probably do. Because we have Pulse to get it back. Sorry, we're losing Pulse. Now I'm jamming Muldrifter on 2 on next turn because he knows that we don't have anything and he's likely just going to jam curse, so we want to find answers to it ASAP. It's like, pretty sure you just take Pulse here, so I have Muldrifter in hand. If he takes Rolling Thunder, that's great for us. You might think like that's our win condition. Boomerang would be a good draw. Pyroblast is phenomenal because it destroys curse. Still going to evoke this just to get up on cards here. You can't counter it this turn, get a 2-for-1 in early. Just cast Divination basically. Yep, found another Muldrifter, perfect. Next turn we can evoke this Muldrifter and fight a counterspell. Or we can just kill his curse. Yeah, that's fine. You have a curse. Congrats. Gonna evoke this to start. That's red mana. You can play Urza Tower and filter with Prism to kill the curse. If he doesn't get curse out to cheese us, essentially, he can't. He's pretty far behind in this matchup. And usually they only have 2 in the 75. If he has another one here, we're going to be in trouble, but... Sweet. I'm not just going to play Muldrifter into this counterspell. I'm going to start on Prophetic Prism here. Probably play the Swiftwater Cliff Stepped. Yep. I guess there's some merit to playing out this so we have counterspell plus blast up, but like if he has curse next turn, we can always just wait till our turn and blast to destroy it plus cast counterspell. So next turn we can force Muldrifter through even without drawing a Tron piece because we have this Pyroblast. Oh, look at that. There's a Tron piece, though. Get got. Pulse of Marasa. Excellent. Wow, he didn't kill our Divination. Maybe he has a Chainer's Edict? Yeah, just Chainer's Edict it. Sure. Yeah, man. It's gone. Let's Pulse of Marasa my Muldrifter back. I'm going to fight over this if he wants to fight over this. Because we have a Compulsive Research next turn to cast. It's a good card advantage spell. I mean, Tron in Modern is a completely different beast in this deck. This deck's a control deck. Tron in Modern is a derpy ramp deck. Land or 2 cards? Think it's land here. Yeah. Crusher. I don't know if we'll be able to force Crusher through and win this game, but we've got a lot of counter spells in our hand right now. So, Blast, Dispel, Mana Leak. Yeah, the modern version I don't enjoy the type of magic that the modern Tron plays. This like I said is a control deck, and I enjoy playing control decks generally. And there are versions of Tron in this format that play out a lot closer to the modern version of Tron, but this is not one of them. Yeah, Think Twice resolves. Yeah, like Giftstron is kind of like Giftstron is actually like this style of deck. And I think we can actually win a counter war here. There's a very good probability we can win a counter war here over a removal spell. So with three pieces of counter magic, like we dispel the Doomblade, we Pyroblast his first counter spell, we Mana Leak the third one, like the second one. So very real chance we get to get him here. If Ulamog's Crusher triggers even once, like yeah. So fight. And then Ulamog's Crusher is going to trigger here, and he's going to lose 2 lands. Again, just getting my Mana Leak out here because... oh, is he just dead? Yeah, he's dead to the Rolling Thunder, right? Sweet. So we're going to hit him for 9, and then Fireball's going to clean up. It didn't even die to Doomblade! Oh, jeez. And, like, even just him losing 2 lands here is probably enough to win the game, but, like, we have the Fireball to actually close it out here. Got the old 5-0. Look at that. Look at that. So we are 9-1 with this deck in the last 2 days. That's exciting.